powerful in the early game. Sion, one of those champions. Gragas, also one of those champions. The Sosmed play a Gragas game. It can work. Had a good start there, but fell away compared to the Rumble. Calm down, Prey.
Got shadow buffed. Louder curtain call.
I mean,
really intimidate.
Looked for Mumu and his global crying.
Realm Warp into the bottom lane. Crash and Fly arrive. Jumps right in on top of Maha. Come up with a very swift first blood. Max quickly will follow suit as Prey gets the last hit. Beyond dashing back in, coming over the wall, but low on mana. Has to flash away from that Deathly Flourish. Is not able to impact
Weeks before the World Final.
Okay.
And I found myself seated next to some young children, people who have obviously still believing in everything being as it seems. We'll hold that again.
Yeah, Fly tries to flash away, but the Nethergrass still comes through.
That's optimistic.
Throws down the Realm Warp, but not going to make it through that one. And that's going to be a kill picked up here for MVP. Goes over to Ian. This seems like a good April Fool's Day type thing that they can do.
Now, convincing the producers to allow a color cast as solo cast is going to be a difficult one.
Do it for the memes. Fly going in, tries to lock down Ian, can't do it, gets locked down himself. Nethergrass comes through. Really Silence trying to evacuate. Get hit by that rocket. Yeah, Crash comes up with the kill, leaps back over onto the minion, but ADD is there to follow up. That big hit from the W. Drunken Rage takes out the Rengar. Body slams back in onto Gorilla. That's a flash away. Collateral damage.
Oh.
Almost takes him out. Throws down the Stranglethorns. Will pop up.
So we're looking for the dive, but the Caitlyn traps were enough, and now the front on Assault.
He's got the cast, pops back in the Rengar. Ace in the hole coming through. Is it enough? No. Gorilla body blocks. Collateral damage plus the Malefic Visions might be enough, but they expire just before Crash goes down. Meanwhile, Prey, 3 and Sniper, large enough to join in all the way.
It does mean the recall from ADD. We might see a teleport. Pretty defensive
one.
Trying
to zone them back, especially going to get locked down by the Nethergrass. Big burst of damage from end of the line by Beyond. Still has that collateral. Throws it out. Catches 3 members. ADD comes forward, gets rooted immediately. Gragas almost down to half HP. Crashes up. Expression just 6 seconds away from being able to teleport in for a fight to throw out the control ward. Can they get the steal? It does happen! Crash goes in, takes it out, but can he exit with his life? The answer is going to be no. Maha comes up with a kill, but Prey already answers one back onto ADD. So now it's just the squishy members of MVP trying to retreat up towards this top side of the map, and Expression is there to cut them off. There's no turret, as you say. And this very well could just be a slaughter for the rest of MVP. Ian getting jumped on will go down as Prey comes up with a double kill. A double as well going over to Fly. Massive turnaround for Longzhu.
They get everything there, Killian. With the comp Longzhu has, or specifically the MVP has, although
for Expression, Nethergrass comes down, doesn't take too much damage, won't get silenced. They pop it back in with the cast. In onto a trap. This will be him falling eventually, but you can see it takes quite some time, but they're not going to be trading up at all. Quite the opposite. Tier 2 goes down. On the backside,
every angle covered by Longzhu.
Cutting them all off. Fly still looking for the opening to just maximize his damage. Expression goes in deep, locks up Maha. Shield coming through from him, keeping him alive at the moment. Expression getting locked down. Nethergrass comes out. He's going to die. Max finds the kill, but he pays for that one with his own life. But MVP not going down without a fight, able to find 2 kills. Realm Warp here from Fly. Dashes away from where Ian was at. So far, Beyond has to come up huge with the steal.
It was a steal from Crash that got Longzhu cemented ahead.
See, Beyond comes in, he's able to take it away. A second steal in the same game. He gets locked down, still quick draws out. Prey opens up the curtain call, but the cast comes into the back line and interrupts it. And Longzhu
rally that burst.
Oh, Crash getting jumped on.
Oh, he's dead.
Big burst of damage. Yeah, collateral damage coming through from Beyond, able to take him out. And they can't really fight over.
Never have had access to worst case scenario for Longzhu to give up Baron.
That should just be another turn going down. Actually, no, the Stranglethorns come out. Expression dashes forward, helps get the kill on the Maha. Big damage taken away from MVP. Now, if they can just get Ian and get rid of all of it, able to take out Beyond. Going to be the body slam over the wall from ADD. Max getting locked up. He is dead to rights. We'll take out Gorilla with him as he tosses out the Nethergrass, but they'll just ultimately kill each other.
It's not a surprise that Longzhu is looking a little bit rusty. They have lost their coach very recently in the last 3 or 4 days, and clearly still have plenty of adapting to do to their new coaching staff. Doesn't necessarily justify what has been sloppy play from both teams.
Good hold, though. They're waiting for Gorilla to come up before they kill this, so everybody has the buffs. It's Looks oddly familiar, yes. Ian getting locked down. Fly goes forward, tries to pop him, flashes towards the back of the pit for that one. Nethergrass connects onto Expression to get a lot of damage down on the Maokai. Pop his GA. Beyond's in the pit. He seals it yet again. And a Longzhu just gonna have to exit. Just a couple frames away from that one. Ian takes a lot of damage. Fly able to pick him off. Could be a nice opening for Longzhu. Crash coming in through all the honey, especially with a deep TP in the backside. Can he find a target? Goes in on top of all 4 members of MVP. Redemption's exchanged on either side. Max gets popped up. Should be going down, and he does. That's another kill going over to Prey.
That's free hitting.
On the backside finds a double kill. Looks like he might just be the only one making it out with his life. Prey, the most it would seem is it's lower and lower, almost on a half HP. Locked down onto Expression. Will pop the GA. Crash for an opening. Prey sniping out from the backside. Beyond is able to take out Gorilla. 2 members dead on the side of Longzhu. That's going to be the Elder Drake going over to MVP. Bumped up 3 times to Ocean plus an Infernal. And yet again, you have to think that MVP just a couple hits. And this should be the end of the game. 53 minutes on the clock. Especially going back in yet again onto the Gragas. He's in the hole into Prey.
Prey's done.
He's dead. First death of the game. Right in time for it to end. Maha having just so much damage to offer for his team. They will clean up Longzhu. Crash, the only one escaping back to the pit. And there we go, game 1. Going over to MVP.
I mean, what to say? MVP had 2 Barons given to them they should never have gotten. Their comp only works if they have the minion pressure of the Baron. They certainly didn't set up side waves to have such pressure, but being gifted 50-50 Barons. 1 went over to Longzhu, 2 in a row to MVP. They take down the game, but no one should come away happy from this game. Not the players, not the crowd, not the casters certainly. And it's a frustrating one because the VOD review for this game, that was 53 minutes,
brutal,
will be about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be just simple. Not that.
Let's not leave out the viewers as well in that list.
Yes. The viewers, oh you viewers at home, I'm sorry. We thought we'd have an excellent series to follow up the first one, but I guess I can't speak for the whole series. The first game was...
It could very much develop into that if Longzhu can look on form, come back. It could.
That's also a thing that could
have
happen.
the ranged advantage, yeah.
Somewhere Trace is watching this game intently, being like, where's that Graves going? Well, Rengar, so... I do like it from a strategic point of view.
Yeah. Beyond now walking up Expression really far forward. He's going to get hit with that bola. Very swift pickup on that first blood, just 4 minutes in.
You say swift?
This should be a takeaway on at least the big Krug here. This Expression come in, AD jumps forward. Ian coming over the wall, has the Spirit Rush.
Oh,
gets the charm
nice.
straight into a bola to lock him up. Another dash comes through and a second kill on the board for MVP. Very nicely played.
Yes, super nice from MVP.
Oh, hook lands on a Prey, straight into that deadly flourish. He gets locked up. Outgrowth comes through, curtain call is here. First shot lands, shield comes out from Gorilla, trying to keep him alive. Just hammer every shot in. Max flashes to the side, hook comes through, won't connect, but it doesn't matter. Maha has that last shot, double kill going over to him, and now Crash is here, gets locked down. And that is going to be 3 kills picked up in the bottom lane for MVP. Fly looking to try to draw one back in. The rocket does not connect. The hook comes through from Max. He gets the shield from the Dark Passage, but the big one will take him out. So a 3-for-1, but still explosive fight for MVP.
They're really sick to
MVP had such a strong start. Ian now going over the wall, finds Crash. Lands the charm right off the bat. He's got to be careful because there's isolated damage. And he'll go down. Beyond snipes him out. Says, thank you, MVP nominations. Tied up near the top with Prey and Expression.
I mean, Ian doesn't have the Spirit Rush here.
Yeah, lands the charm, gets that movement speed from, let's play it a bit safer, doesn't have any vision on that bottom side of the river. Now Gorilla
nice
getting hooked, the box comes down, and it's just going to be a shooting gallery for Maha. Has to cancel, however, though, as Crash and Expression come in from behind. Crash almost goes down. Beyond and Max trying to escape with their lives. Hook comes through, Flay into the turret. Expression taking a lot of damage. Here comes Ian, but he just gets taken out. ADD jumping in from the sidelines. He's going to have to peel back underneath
and shadow him very quickly.
Oh, we're coming back in. ADD just trying to hit every brush possible to get on top of Gorilla. He will go down. Still About 15 seconds or so.
Looking for the dive onto Fly. How many objectives can they pick up and what looks like a power play from MVP?
Charm lands on the Fly straight into the Deadly Flourish. So many members on the backside just waiting for him. Beyond actually takes it away. TP.
Okay.
It's really deep by Expression. Turret's gone. He's gonna get spotted by that control ward. Beyond getting jumped on. Wild Growth comes through on a crash. Pops up the Graves. He's gonna flash away, still dangerously low. Expression can just slice and dice his way through. Dark Passage comes through. Beyond quick draws away. Expression gets on top of him though with a stun and is able to take him out. Now looks like it's just going to be a general disengage.
A lot of armor shred. Remember, if he does hit a... Oh, nice hook.
Oh yeah, that's going to be hooked straight into the Charm with the box on top, and Ian comes up with the kill, and that should be Baron going over to MVP, or at least started. Longzhu, can they stop this? TP's coming through from Expression above the pit. They see this coming out. Control wards thrown down by both sides. Can't deny any vision. ADD goes in on top of Prey, trying to root him down. That's going to be the Deadly Flourish landing. Gorilla goes low, but it gets interrupted. Maha is able to get the kill. Lead by the Deathfire touch in the end. Expression trying to just be a nuisance in the back line. Double kill in his eyes if he can just get on top of Beyond, and Maha dashes forward, finds one of them. Maha makes it out with his life, but
what this top lane tank Rengar does.
We get a big hit on the Gorilla, opens up the curtain call. Second not going to connect, but the third one does. Fourth lands onto Prey. Won't be seeing a kill come out yet. That's the Wild Growth used by the Lulu. They'll be without that one. Prey gets rooted down yet again. Big burst of damage from the collateral comes through, and they are able to take him out. Ian coming up with the first kill. Second by Beyond as they get rid of Expression. Now no tanky front line here for Longzhu MVP. Looks like they're just going to comes down to Death Set spin used. Full shot connecting. They're at the Charm. Crash. Does he just go for the suicide mission? Looks like the answer might be yes. Pops the ultimate. He goes in, doesn't get it. Actually confirmed by Maha of all times. That Crash could not steal the Baron to that pile, that giant stack of money, as they knock down these structures.
Yeah, 4 ranged auto attackers and a insanely tanky Rengar.
Wild Growth can do nothing to remedy that damage coming through from the side of MVP. He gets caught by the Charm and the bullets. Enough CC.
Crash.
Early investment Crash. So speaking of which, he gets charmed yet again. He goes down. Beyond comes up with the killing blow. ADD just zoning the rest of Longzhu back as their turrets fall. And going forward, they're able to take out Prey. And Longzhu, their hopes are just slipping away very rapidly as the second inhibitor will be broken. The Nexus turret's now under assault from the Super Creeps.
Oh my goodness.
Maha gets a nice snipe in onto Gorilla. He goes down. One Nexus turret already at half HP. This looks like this is going to be the game. The TP coming back through from ADT.
These picks are crazy.
Deletion on Fly. And that will be game number 2. That's going to be the set going over to MVP. Much more concise here in game number 2, but they just wiped the floor with Longzhu.
I mean, MVP have 2-0'd KT and Longzhu in, the last few weeks. They looked very, very strong. This game to me was all about Ian, so accurate on his charms, but you could also argue that Max put in a great performance on the Thresh, so I imagine those two will certainly become in contendership for the MVP. But what I'll say is that, okay, game 1 to forget, but game 2 was actually really, really well played from MVP. Now, I don't come away from this being a big believer of the top lane Rengar, but I liked Rengar plus Graves denying what seemed like it was going to be a free top-tier jungler to the Longzhu side. And even though all the Rengar really did was run around and zone, that seemed to be enough because they kept registering the picks, whether it was the Charm, whether it was the Death Sentence, the line skill shots lived up to the reputation. And very nice stuff from MVP.
Yeah. Well done indeed by these guys. So they go ahead and inch out above Longzhu right now, 4th.